have a small e.l.f. haul to share with you. A few of these items I already have been playing with, and I can provide my review and my thoughts on that. So I wanted to pick up a few items from the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream collection, mainly the Putty Primer. This is, of course, going crazy. It's in and out of stock. I just said forget it. Get it from the website because it's a Walmart exclusive, and Walmart is... it's flying off the shelves. Looks like an Oreo cookie. I was never a fan of Oreo cookie. I don't like the taste of this white filling, but you know, it's supposed to be modeled after that. It has a slight vanilla scent. It's very pleasant. Yeah, I was so surprised when I stuck my finger in for the first time. I was expecting to have to go around a couple of times because I feel the original putty is a little bit harder. This was like cream. Well, it is like cream. The texture is so smooth and soft. And I was thinking, this is what the formula should feel like. I believe this is a limited edition. So e.l.f. make this formula in all of the putties. It's just, it feels so good and creamy, and it just seems to melt on the skin. That's the way I've been putting it on. I just like to massage it in and just really give it time to smooth out on my skin. And then it just melts in, and I can feel like just a very thin layer. Doesn't feel heavy at all on the skin, and I like it. Now, I don't see some drastic appearance in my pores, but then again, I don't have large pores to begin with. It's just very smoothing on the skin. And I do notice that when I use this with other cosmetic products, mainly liquid, I do see that smoothness on the skin. I really do like this. And again, I hope this stays a permanent texture with all the other putty. Now, the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, I chose the shade Tan 425, and I got this at Target. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to return it because the shade is not the correct shade. I'm so happy I didn't get it on e.l.f.'s website. You can't return anything on e.l.f.'s website. So when it comes to any type of complexion product, unless you know for sure what your shade is, do not order it on their website. Okay, make sure you go to a retailer that you can return it, exchange, get the accurate color. This is what the packaging looks like. So the white compact. I chose 425 in because on the swatches that I was checking online, it looked like it had an olive undertone in it. In the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, I wear 500W. So maybe I should have picked out 500W. That looked darker in the photos. It looked darker in reviews. And I wasn't able to find, I felt, an accurate representation of the colors. So this is what you should have done, e.l.f. What you should have done is, if you wear this, or in this liquid foundation, or whatever the heck it is, this is what your shade could have been. Stop with all this marketing of, oh, here's this and here's this and the cookies and Oreo cookie flying from the damn sky. Help your customers out and put it up there, especially if you're going to order on the website. I just had to say my piece because I'm really tired of it. And I can't also rely on people who get PR or whatever. Half the time I never see a damn swatch picture or swatch review. So you're out of luck. You got to go to the store and try your best to pick it out. So rant over. I just had to say it. I'm over it. This is what the color looks like inside. So it looks like it would match up against me. How I use powder foundation is drastically different, I feel, than a lot of people. I use powder foundation to spot conceal. That's how I've always done it since high school. So the rest of my face, is done and shining through the good skin. And then wherever I have a blemish, a dark spot, an imperfection, that is what I use the powder foundation for. And I judge powder foundations against Lancome's Dual Finish. That was the first one I used. Well, it's the only one I used in high school up till about my mid-20s. And that one covered just as good as any liquid foundation. So in my mind, I'm still thinking, I want to see the same thing with the powder. If its intent is to offer that level of pigment, to smooth out, to be natural on the skin, then that's what I'm going to judge you on. So looking at the claims here, it's primer infused, longwear formula, buildable. I'm looking here on my notes, airbrushed, even complexion. Now it's talc free, which I was very happy to see. To me, when it doesn't have talc in it, I consider it a clean product, and so forth. So I like to see that. Now on my hand, to me, I feel it looks a lot darker. So I just go in very lightly, get the powder first on to my skin, and there's a little bit of dots here, so I can just kind of cover them all at the same time. And then just kind of go like this. Now, round one. No, once I feel I have enough on what I'm trying to cover, and I kind of clean off my brush, and then I focus more so on blending the edges. Just how I would if I was using a cream-based or a liquid texture. Believe me, when the sun comes this summer and it is like melting hot again, powder foundation is just going to be my friend, because I'm not going to be dealing with liquid. So as I try to build up, I'm just going to go again into this surface area. What I noticed, because I played with this powder foundation probably 3 times when I first got it, is that it does not offer the full coverage that I am going to be expecting for to spot conceal. I mean, I want something that's going to cover up. I'm not going to go in a 4th and a 5th and a 6th, 7th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I'm not going into all of that. I'm just not pleased. I want to see more. This was what I was trying to cover, and then there's some tiny little spots down here. So see how it still is peeking through, and that's again on 3 tries. I do have 2 other powder foundations that I did use up against the E.L.F, and these covered just like that. Next, I grabbed the deepest shade of the Putty Bronzer in Beach Please. I was just curious because I noticed I haven't seen this color in any of the stores, so it might just be only sold on the website. I don't know. Maybe it just depends on where you live. But the one that I currently have is the Bronzed Belle. So, and I still use it. So I was curious as to how rich and deep it would be. There we go. There is the contrast right there. They look like eyeshadow bases to me, little cookies. So I'm going to place the product, and then I'm buffing at the same time. Even though it looks very rich and deep in the pan, it goes on just like, you know, the other Bronze Belle, whatever shade that was that I have. You can build it up, but it's not like this boom burst of rich color on me. It's just a really good formula. I also grabbed from Target my existing shade in the Camo concealer, which is the deep Chestnut. I wore the Camo concealer the last time that, you know, I was playing around and the cookies products arrived, and that's just when I decided enough is enough. I'm done. Okay. I don't even know why I even bought another one. Okay, that video on the Camo collection I made and shared with you everything, and the color combinations and the hydrating concealer formula, and how the shades just are not working well with me. That should have already have told me. Why am I giving this another chance? It just does not look good under my eyes. It's just not working well with my skin tone, with my undertone. Why did I give you another shot? I mean, I've dropped men faster than this. Like, why am I? We're done. We're done. With my order, with the E.L.F. order, I got the Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. This is what I was using. I already finished up one tube of this for my bottom lashes. It's okay. I mean, my Holy Grail was discontinued, so I did like how that worked. It didn't clump. It separated well. Added a little bit of length, but you know, it is a volumizing mascara, not lengthening, and it's not something I was going to repurchase, but it's nice, I guess, to have it in a travel size. From the Mint collection with E.L.F, I just grabbed one shadow stick that I wanted to try. This is a brown shade. I believe it's Melt With Me. Yeah, Melt With Me. And this one is, it reminds me of Max Teddy. It's not a complete dupe, but it reminds me of it just because of the very faint hint of the flecks inside. But the flecks is the shimmer. It's gold or copper bronze. It's very subtle. Then the last item I picked up is the Cookies and Dream eyeshadow palette. And at first I was like, no. But it's because the color blue. You know how I don't like pink? Blue is the second color. I like blue in home decor, but in eyeshadow, no, I really just don't care for it. So this is where I said again, you know, I'm telling this to myself, I don't want to be holding this in. So maybe start to embrace pink. See how you can embrace blue. So that's what sold me on it. I'm going to show you real quick how I did this look. For the two brown tone shades in here, I just mixed them. So I took the light khaki, I'll just say light medium brown, and then a little bit of the dark brown, and I'm putting that all over my lid. I'm going to use some of the E.L.F. Camo foundation powder, and this provided that base shade that I'm looking for. I'm not going to keep this just to only use as eyeshadow. Of course, I've got other tones in my collection to do that with, but again, it's just what I'm looking for. But you can either stop at just those two shades in the palette if you wish. Here's where it gets fun. I took the black shade with a small flat brush, and I'm putting this all over my lid, and I need to pack it on. Now, black will enhance and add a very nice smoke tone to whatever shade you put on underneath it. So that's what I am looking for. I'm going to put that blue on top, and I get it very much vibrant. Then I went into that pale baby blue tone shade with a more defined crease brush, and that is the shade I use to actually blend out any edges. This shade is sheer enough that it will not turn this dark black tone into gray. All it's going to do is buff and blend out those edges. Then I took a flat brush and I went into the navy shade here, or vibrant blue, whatnot. Now I just put it in the middle, right here in the center. First, kind of press it on. See how it's instantly elevated because the black is on top of it, or underneath it, excuse me. And I took my finger and I went into that violet type of, I keep calling it violet, but it's like the blue violet. And this is what I chose right here for my inner lid, and to have it merge in with the middle shade of the blue. And the shades are staying put. Like, I don't see it, you know, getting all over the place. It's just that white matte shade that is just, didn't care for it. Okay, that's it. I think I used everything, with the exception of the matte white. And I mean, if you wanted to, you can put the matte white in your tear duct. You can even put this satin bone shade in your tear duct if you wanted to do that. I'm just going to leave it like this because I just want to show you, you know, what I did with the actual palette. And I think that's pretty. See, I would just do the mascara. I would do the little, what am I trying to say, my wing. Maybe put on just a little baby lash on the ends and do the bottom lash. See, this I like. This I like. And you know, do my face, maybe do a little peach lip, a little nude lip. That's pretty. Okay, I like it. So, I mean, I'm going to use the palette. I like it that it's small and it's compact and it's not all these choices of blues. It's something that I know, okay, boom, 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 this is how I'm going to use it and go. My favorite item from everything I picked up is definitely the Cookies and Cream primer for that creamy, yummy texture. And the Camo, I'm just disappointed that the coverage isn't high, so I won't be keeping that. But everything else is fine. So just wanted to share what I grabbed from E.L.F's website and over at Target. Let me know if you have tried anything and your overall thoughts. Leave them down as comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and watching, just spending some time with me day or night. As always, it is greatly appreciated. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.